Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. So another week has ended, but before saying anything, let me wish you all a very happy new year. And we are doing this USA weekly market report just for the sake of benefit to all of your viewers, and I hope you are getting informed, I would say. And apart from that, it will give you a preview what's going to uh, be on the upcoming weeks or months or probably years. Generally we are doing the upcoming week analysis, but in this video, because we have just started with the new year, so this video is going to be very special. And not only I'm going to talk about the week, so rather than focusing on week, let's forget about week this time. I'm going to give you a preview of 2022 and what's going to be as far as the big trend is concerned. So this is going to be very much exciting, and you are going to see lots of important things which we need to look at as far as the big or long term trend is concerned. So there is a lot to be learned and there is a lot to get informed. And but before that, if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell and hit on the all notification button to get the notification of all my upcoming videos. Now we have ended 2021 with a very handsome gain across the year, and there are different sectors which has participated throughout. What's more interesting is about the second half, when the central banks comes in and they have suddenly started change their narrative from a transitory inflation to a sticky inflation. And then we have seen in the later or in November December, the Fed has actually said that they are going to reduce their bond purchase program over a period of time, and there are some rate hikes going forward. Now, to put thing into context, in the history of QE or bond buying or interest rate, there is no country which has actually achieved it. Whenever you are trying to go back beyond a certain limit, there is no history as of now in the last 10 or 15 years that whenever a country or an economy goes with the QE, they completely take themselves out of it in a safer manner. So there is no history of that. Right now we have to see how this is going to pan out. Now, talking about interest rate or bond purchase program, how far they can actually done it, and whether they stick to the part or stick to what have they said, or they will change their way based on the market conditions. So it's going to be very much I would say very exciting days ahead. And specifically, what I'm going to do in this video, as I told you, I'm not going to talk about anything else because a trend speaks a lot. As you can say, a picture can say actually speak more than words. So let's go to the first chart we have here. Now let me talk about Dow Jones. Now this video is going to be very simpler, and there will be, quick information in a very short amount of time. So first of all, this is the chart of Dow Jones. Now let me tell you how we are going to look at Dow Jones going forward in 2022. So if you are looking at the chart of, this is the weekly chart, and I will show you the monthly chart as well. So this is the weekly chart of Dow Jones, and let me just tell you how does it looks like. Okay, so I think hands free will be fine. So this is the big support, right? And what we have here is this big resistance. Okay, and as you can see, the stock beg your pardon, the index is moving in between this range for the last 11 or 12 years. Now according to this, we are going to hit the resistance at or in between 40,000, 41,000 to 44,000. I have already explained the range, and I think I was the one who talked about Dow Jones hitting 41, 43,000. And right now you do not find anyone who is talking about this. right? So this is the current range or the trend what we are going to look at. Now according to this weekly chart, we will see that there will be a resistance that the Dow Jones will face once it hit this range, but this time the story will be a little different. For that, let's go to the monthly chart and let's see what we can see over here. Now this is the monthly chart of Dow Jones. I have also explained this chart in a much better manner, or I would say uh, at stretch. I've explained this chart. Now if I stretch this line, so if I stretch this line, you will see one, you will see two, three. So this is a trend line. So let me just remove this short-term targets for the minute. You can just go back and check out those levels. But overall, if you are looking at the chart of Dow Jones, okay, what we are missing here is a very big range. So if you are looking at Dow Jones right now, the big trend that we are missing here is in between 74,000 and 97,000. So this is the actual gold mine which one should look at if you are looking at the big trend for Dow Jones going forward. This is not only for 2022, but this will actually go beyond 2022, and we will have to see how things will work out going forward. But this is the big trend of Dow Jones which one should look at. Okay, so this is not going to be for the next week, this video. This is a preview of 2022. Now let's go back to the Nasdaq. Okay, I think if you have a command of these two charts, you can easily work out the way S&P is working, okay, or how S&P is going to move. Now as you can see, Nasdaq is something which is really buckling up the trend, and there are some very big moves that has happened already. But is this the end of the story? That is yet to be seen, because let me tell you, uh, this is not about whether the levels have crossed or whether it is near to the resistance level, because if you are looking at the overall technology basket, it is after 2020 when it has break out the jinx for the last 20-21 years after the Y2K or 2000 and 2000 crash that has happened, the TMT crash, right? So there is still an hangover for that. And if you are looking at the price chart of Nasdaq, what we have here is the lower end of the range, which is 3440, and the upper end of the range that we're gonna look at is in between 26,000 and we have 31,000. So this is what we are looking at as far as the big trend of Nasdaq is concerned. So let me tell you one thing, we have ways to go, and if you are thinking that market is heating up because of inflation or because of policies, market will go beyond these things. Market will definitely, or every time will go beyond these things, and this is what we have as far as the big trend is concerned. Now the another part of the puzzle is dollar index. Okay, we have to see how dollar index is going to move. Now we have seen some pretty, I would say, strong moves as far as the dollar index is concerned, but right now if you are looking at the indicators, more specifically the stochastic RSI, it is showing overbought. Now overbought does not mean that it's going to start falling, but it will say that it is in a perfect position where people are buying. Whether it is a fatigue or whether people are strong enough, that is yet to be seen. But right now the dollar index is trading in between 88.76 on the downside, and you have 103, 104 on the upside. So this is the range in between which dollar index is trading. And let me tell you, you have different prospect. It can go up, it can go down, but we are looking at this current range. And if the dollar index is going to move beyond 100 or towards 103, 104, now the world economy is going to be in problem. Now what we have seen in the past, what we have seen in the past, that every big bull run has a downtrending dollar index. If you are talking about 1985 till 1988, then this is one time when the dollar index went higher, and this is the time when you have your TMT boom. So if this is a TMT boom, then obviously the dollar index will move higher, else the dollar index will go lower. So 1995 till 2001 was the time when the dollar index has indeed went up higher, and we have to see, and you can see from 2008 onwards the dollar index has been moving higher. And the move has just started, I would say, because after in between, so from 1987 till 1995 there has been a consolidation. As you can see over here, there has been a consolidation. Okay, this is what we have here, and then a rise has started, and here also, I mean, a rise, then a consolidation is happening. So if this is going to move on the higher side, let me tell you one thing: if the dollar index is going to move on the higher side, there will be a TMT boom. If it's going to move on the lower side, there will be financials, and there will be infrastructure and real estate, everything. So it is just at the crux of something very big that we have to see. It does not mean that the other side of the market will fall. It is just that one part of the market will go up, and go up in a big manner. So understand that there is a very big difference in between these two things. So this is what we have here as far as the preview of a 2022 US or Wall Street major indices and dollar index are concerned. It's going to be very much interesting. I mean, if the TMT is back, then you will see dollar went up to 103, and more than that, it will definitely touch 120. It's going to happen. If it does not, then the other side of the market will pay out. So I mean, the Dow Jones is strong, the Nasdaq is strong, the dollar index, that will decide which part of the market will move. Will Because right now, or till now, Nasdaq has taken the upper hand, and it is an indication that if dollar index will go high or not. Otherwise, you will see the financial side will work out. Okay, so these are two things that we have to look it out. But let's see how things are going forward, and we will definitely do the weekly analysis, and there are a lot more interesting sign which we are going to look at. And this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section, and share these videos to your friends, families, whomsoever are interested in financial market, to just share the education and the knowledge forward. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.